what do you look for in a game like this? Offense, you probably scouted a lot of their hope stuff, but you don't really know who's out there personnel wise, and especially with the pass rush. I know that's a big emphasis for you guys. What does a good to you version of that look like on Saturday?
Well, obviously, the best version, what I'm looking for, the best version of us, is execution within the playbook. And it doesn't matter who's out there. It doesn't matter sort of what system. The rules that we have in place for within each defense allow you to play against any formation, any motion, any shift, any personnel. Now, do some defenses look to take away a certain guy or a certain play? Yeah, absolutely. And so there's going to be a little bit of guesswork in that, but that's that's part of it. That's the first game. That's new coordinator, new staff, new roster. We're going to obviously expect their best shot, and we've got to play really good football. But what we need to do is play clean Kentucky football defense. Clean defense. Line up, assignment, technique, strike, play physical, tackle. And it's not all going to be perfect. We know that. And there's going to be highs and lows, just like there are in every game. But, come out, play fast from the start, a lot of energy. That's what I'm looking for.
Brent, I know you all are going to rotate pretty heavily on the defensive line. What did Abule do to earn that first chance out there?
He was most consistent. Again, what we're looking for is consistency of performance. And that's job performance. That's execution of what is required of you, and then it's about finishing the play, and he's done a good job. Some things that he still needs to clean up on, but he's been the most consistent in that position, and that's why he's earned the nod.
How much has this team grown during camp, from the start of camp till now? The defense in particular.
Yeah, I think there's been growth. Obviously, it helps to have old guys, and I think they've grown in different ways. I think that obviously the younger guys have grown into understanding of what we expect of the players, and then understanding of the defense. They still have a long way to go in that regard. I think the older guys have started to grow in terms of their capacity to, it's not just about the playbook, now it's about learning the opposing offenses, and then what are some tweak adjustments, what in-game adjustments can we play. So I think that's sort of where we've seen the most growth.
Do you have a snap count or something in mind for those younger guys? Do you I think to a degree you know what to expect from the older guys.
Don't. I mean, this game we're expecting to be a 4-quarter dogfight, and so there's no snap count. Every live body that's up, you got to be ready to go in at any time.
Can you tell if this is going to be a good tackling team? What do you look for in terms of people being able to get people on the ground?
You know what? That's a great question. I think from a drill work standpoint, I think we've been really good from a drill standpoint in terms of how we're bringing our feet, long striding to short striding. I think our guys have done a much better job of keeping their eyes up. You miss a lot of tackles when your eyes go down. But until it's live game, you never really know. Like I said, I thought we were poor in the first scrimmage. I thought we were better in scrimmage 2. But when it's bullets are flying for real, and the pace of which cuts are made, can you control your body? That's what you're looking for. You're looking for guys that can play with body control. And I think we have the ability to be a good tackling team. I'm hoping that we're good tackling. I mean, if you look across the country, the best tackling defenses are going to be the defenses in the top of the rankings at the end of the day. Now, you have to limit big plays. You can't play with bad eyes and let balls over your head, but big plays are a result of two things: either missed assignments or missed tackles. I think we've got an old enough team that understands how to limit the mental mistakes, but to also limit those big plays, it comes down to tackling. And so hopefully we can continue to tackle well. I thought that was one of the better things we did last year's defense. Obviously, Jamin, specifically was a really solid, dependable tackler, and so we got to replace that. But I think we've got guys to do it.
When it comes to pass defense, does the front end affect the back end more, or just the back end the front end more?
You know what? I don't. It depends who you ask. If you ask a secondary coach, they say the best coverage is a pass rush. If you ask the D-line coach, he says the best pass rush is tight coverage. So I think it's all a matter of perspective. I think it's the chicken or egg. They work together, and they're vital. If one's not doing his job, it's going to be hard on the other. Obviously, if you can win a one-on-one up front, yeah, you can have a blown coverage, and you can get to the quarterback and he can't make his reads and his progressions. But if you're doing a great job in the back end, even if you're not winning one-on-ones and you have to make them go on 2 or 3 hitches, you got a chance to get home. So they tie together. I don't think I'm counting on both to play a part.
Brad, usually before one of these matchups, we talk about a few guys on the other team that's jumped off the film at you, that kind of thing. Are there some guys there, or is there so much turnover with this, transfer portal that it's a bit of a mystery in some way?
Yeah, I think there's a mystery. Obviously, we've done as much due diligence, as we can, and they've got playmakers. They've got guys that, depending on where they get the ball in their hands, they can cause you issues. So we've got to do a good job with that. But I'm not going to go into specifics.
Right, we talk a lot about Jordan and JJ. What do you see from KD here in this game, and kind of where's his progression?
KD has a chance to be a player that really affects this team, especially from the pass rush standpoint. It comes down to consistency, and it comes down to day in and day out, understanding how to execute. We've talked about execution, and that's where he's still in his growth process. He needs to be, he needs to be better. But he knows that, and he works, and that's the part. If you had somebody that didn't care, that didn't work, that would cause concern. But he's got the athleticism. He's going to get plenty of opportunity on Saturday, and again, we just need to keep growing.